What's going on, everybody? Dad Hat here. Happy Thanksgiving. That's right. We are live here, Thanksgiving 2024. We did something like this last year, and we might have some guests popping up, but I'm doing things a little bit different. I'm not only live here on YouTube, I'm also over on my own TikTok account. So if you don't already follow me, make sure you do. Cheap plugs now. Dad Hat Wrestling on TikTok, Instagram, all social medias. Also, World Championship Wreckage on all social medias. But I thought I'd kind of do both, just see how it goes. Happy Thanksgiving. But like I said, last year we did something similar where we did a couple of old school Survivor Series watch along because Survivor Series is the Thanksgiving tradition in the world of professional wrestling. It was always based around Thanksgiving. It's still around that time. They just don't tie in that much anymore. But I got us going live here. Let me get everything else going live, and we'll get started watching 2019. This was a big year. This was a big year in terms of. Let me also do an intro for them. What's going on, everybody? Live here, not only here, also on the Red Play Button site, World Championship Wreckage. We're doing a 2019 Survivor Series watch along. Thanks for tuning in. But this was a big year for Survivor Series. That's right. It was a big year. NXT trying to prove that they are no longer the developmental brand, that they are a standalone to themselves. With some big names and some big names in these. This was the first time in a while that I felt like Survivor Series was like the elimination matches made sense. But yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna take this off so at least I can hear that a little bit better. But again, happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody has, you know, I know it's still kind of early East Coast time. Probably everybody hasn't really dove into their turkey and their festivities yet, but um, I work, so I got to make sure that I can get on here and do fun stuff like this when I get a chance. By the way, shout out to WWE for this very nostalgic like action figure commercial that they use now on Peacock. It's like the dad playing, but it's like him as a kid, and then he. What's going on, everybody? We're live rewatching Survivor Series 2019. Shouting at everybody over on TikTok, but the nostalgia of the dad as a kid, and he grows up remembering playing with action figures with his dad. Now he's playing with his kids. So, as a dad, I get that. I get that a lot. But yeah, 2019, it was a big year for Survivor Series. Uh, NXT coming up. Like, to me, I was a big black and gold NXT fan. Um, and this was towards the end of that big run. But this was also one that was a happy accident. You know, travel delays made them have to use NXT on the main roster, and it just worked because it was Survivor Series. So shout out to everybody. Please make sure that you join us either on our Red Play Button site or you share the live here. I hope everybody's having a great Thanksgiving. But yeah, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT head to head, plus some big title matches. Uh, it's weird. This is only 5 years ago. This is only 5 years ago, and um, seeing some of these faces that are no longer on the roster, which was kind of sad because they were really building them up. But of course, a classic intro. Classic intro. What up, Jamie? Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I appreciate you dropping in. Uh, 2019 watch along rewatch for Survivor Series, uh, showcasing Shayna Baszler in that intro back when Shayna they treated her like a badass. But this is the Ray Brock Survivor Series. I forgot about that. But I mean, it works. The David and Goliath type of stories, little man versus JT Havoc. Happy Turkey Day. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I don't know if I've rewatched this since it actually aired. Uh, the Fiend. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Man, it sends chills seeing him Like I miss Bray Wyatt. I miss Bray Wyatt. Why this one? Well, last year we did 1998, and that's my favorite. Like that's my actual favorite. Um, I'm answering comments from where we're live both, so I'm looking at both. But somebody asked why 2019. We did 1998 last year, which is my favorite. I love the Deadly Games tournament. I wish they would bring that back just once, but I love the 1998 one. And then last night, I got off work right before midnight, and originally we were going to just do a recorded episode for Wreckage. It was going to be me, and it was going to be what up, Lord Mannix. Shout out Lord Mannix. He says Merry Turkey Apocalypse Day. But we were going to do it a lot, just a taped episode, drop it today. But it was late. Plans got thrown around for people with travels and Thanksgiving and that kind of stuff. So things just kind of changed, and I'm not doing anything necessarily special today before I have to work again. So I was like, why not? Why not just jump on here? We might have some guests jump on here on the YouTube channel. But 1996 was definitely up there. Jamie asking, can we get a WCW Starrcade 97 review? We're working on it. I threw it in our group chat, Jamie. So we've got the next episode planned. Our next episode is going to be we'll be starting out with the women's Survivor Series match. We got Sasha Banks, we got Carmella, we got Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross. It's like a fever dream. Don't even remember this match. Back when Beth Phoenix was also on commentary for NXT. But yes, Jamie, we will get to a 1997 Starrcade review. It's a great show, other than the botched finish, of course. But we've brought it up. But our next episode, our next one once we record, is going to be TNA, the Asylum years, because I got TNA Plus and I've been binging it like crazy. I just got to where they're done with the Asylum years, and I'm on the second year of Impact. So we're going to do that because we haven't really covered a lot of TNA stuff on the channel. But 96, any show with Canyon, I'm ready to watch, says Lord Mannix. Yeah, 96. Oh, coming out for Raw, who we got? We got Natalya, Charlotte Flair, Kairi Sane, Asuka, and why am I blanking on her name? Not Ruby Riott, not Liv Morgan, the other one, Sarah Logan. Was like the other one from the Riot Squad, but yeah, Sarah Logan from the Riot Squad. I think this is post Riot Squad. But yeah, so I mean, but 96 was definitely on. 96 was definitely on the list. If I've got time, I might do 96 after this. I don't know. I'm not doing anything today, so I'm just live. It's just I might have to take a pause and literally go get my charger to plug in everything. All right, coming out for NXT again. NXT Black and Gold, back when it was at its, I think that towards the end of the Black and Gold NXT. So Io, Bianca, Rhea, Toni Storm, and Candice LeRae. Well, they've done something with 3 of these. One's no longer with WWE, and the other one is the WWE Speed Champion. So, by the way, if you're watching here on TikTok, make sure you share the live. I appreciate it. Thanks for those joining us over on our Red Play Button site. We always joke in our group chats. Can we actually say the Red Play Button site on TikTok without getting banned or strikes? Man, that's so not right. But yeah, Jamie, the asylum years were crazy. The asylum years were insane. Uh, it was a lot of like, let's just throw crap to the wall and see if it sticks. You get a legend and they're there for a week and it makes sense, and then it makes no sense whatsoever 2 weeks later. Um, it's so weird just to see in 5 years what like the transformation of Rhea, uh, like both in her look, her gear, everything. Like it's Rhea, but it's not Rhea. Like it's this. I feel like this is still Rhea figuring out who she actually is. Let's see. Starting out, Sarah Logan, Lacey Evans. Thanks for the lights, guys. And Tony Storm. So I said this. I was talking Will and XLJ and Carly. We were talking about this and everything, and for the most part, we all agree this is probably the best games of the modern era. This is best Survivor Series in the modern era, pre-war games, pre-war games. Because war games being added to it, it's what Survivor Series needed. Uh, what up, Jax? What am I cooking for? I'm alone. I got the house to myself. Uh, and I just eat leftovers that I've got. Like, why? Plus, I live in, Jax, you know this. I live in the South. I can get Thanksgiving food any day, every day from almost every restaurant if I want it. If I want it. So to me, Thanksgiving food is nothing all too special. It's just Southern food. I've said forever, I'm like, Thanksgiving's just the national Southern day for the rest of the country. Um, but it's so weird watching this. It's like I should have counted. It's weird to look at all like this team and be like, "You're not with the company anymore. You're not with the company anymore. You're not with the company anymore." Um, oh, that sounds good. That sounds delicious. I had leftover pizza. That's what I had. Uh, I love Kyrie Sane. Love Kyrie Sane. This is back Kyrie Sane where she was like wearing the backwards hat and like I don't know. I think we got robbed that we never got a proper Kyrie Sane Io Sky feud. Like it would have been magic. They're trying to be all serious. You got Carmella yapping, being the comedic relief, but yeah, no need to go cook anything. I got leftovers and stuff, so the only bad thing is I forgot to go get like I can make it here. Just not the best, but um, one thing I need because I'm from the South is sweet tea. It's what's in my blood. But I forgot to get stuff to make it. And then stores are closed today, most of them. That and I didn't want to have to venture out if I didn't have to. So, but, but I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for jumping in and joining and being in the chat where whichever way you're watching it. But um, this was also a day for me just to kind of rest and do what I wanted with my job and everything, and working in the retail world and it being the busiest time of the year. This and I can't even say the start of it because we've been slammed for the last pretty much since before Halloween. Like pre-Halloween through Christmas now is just insanity. So Dad316 in the chat over on TikTok. What's up, man? Hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm excited about the Asylum episode once we get to record that. I'm excited for that Starcade episode that Jamie wants to do. We just it's just harder getting our schedules down. Like with my work schedule now, and everybody, like we all four of us have such different schedules. And plus, I mean, XLJ's got Cole TV. Will's got everything going on with Rivet City Radio. So I mean, it's just trying to get everybody coordinated, and then things happen. And I mean, I have kids, and so they sometimes throw a monkey wrench into things. But Candice LeRae one of the biggest misses like for WWE in the last 10 years? Like she's so good, and she was so good on the Indies, um, and then here, I mean, like she was being showcased in NXT, she's being showcased here, and then uh, oh, Rhea Ripley, and the second she gets in, the crowd goes wild. So I mean, people were behind her from the get go, but what up, Finch? Thanks, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Greetings from South Africa. Greetings from North Carolina. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go on my soapbox. Pet peeve of mine. Not everybody has to use the spear. Not everybody has to use the spear. Charlotte Flair uses it. Roman, of course, uses it. Braun Breaker uses it. Like, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Like, bank statement by Sasha. Also on my soapbox, I am probably the biggest non-fan of Sasha Banks ever. I've never been a fan of hers. So, someone asking when did Cora Jade jump off the cage at NXT War Games? The first one? Those NXT War Games are like kind of like a fever dream. Like I know I watched them, but like I don't think I've ever gone back and rewatched them. The moment I always remember is Dakota Kai, you know, turning. Yeah, I just this is so weird to see who just is not in the company anymore. Io Sky being taken out of the match. Or no, she got pinned. Trying to watch both. I'm trying to watch the actual show, but what up, Richie? Thanks for joining. Shout out to La Familia. Let's say if y'all aren't following them and all of their like Richie, Tina, everybody. The silverback Nate Slater in the chat. Yeah, Mercedes Monet is overrated. I agree. Totally agree. I miss Charlotte. She needs to come back. Thanks, Richie. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving as well. But yeah, I miss Charlotte Flair. I mean, I really am ready for her to come back. Um, this is Bianca Belair on the main roster. Like Bianca was always number two under Rhea in NXT. And then when they first got to the main roster, both of them, it was like they switched. And now they're on an even playing field. But like Bianca, you know, we've seen the success she's had since being on the main roster. Somebody asked, um, What did I think of Full Gear? I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Um, I I I try to watch everything. I really do. Like, and I just AEW's lost me. Like, there's so many times with AEW where I'm just like, make it make sense. Make things make sense. Like, there's wrestlers I enjoy watching their matches, and I want them to succeed, but I'm just like, make it make sense. Continuity. You should give Raw or SmackDown a chance. You should definitely give Raw and SmackDown a chance. They're a lot better than they were years ago. So the Triple H product is working. I wonder if we're ever going to see Carmella back. Like, I know, I know there was some medical stuff going on. I know her and Corey Graves had a kid, but thanks for everybody joining in over on TikTok. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for sharing it. Hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving. But I, I kind of I kind of fell off NXT for a while. Like the NXT 2.0 era. Like after the black and gold, it just kind of like went. It, it it was so night and day different, and it was obviously different because Vince and Bruce Pritchard got their hands on it. Um, but I've gotten back into it. I've gotten back into it over the last like year or so. But like I said, I I'm kind of obsessed and going down the TNA rabbit hole. I started from the very beginning, so I'm on a huge TNA kick right now. But love TNA. Yeah, I'm gonna start counting. I'm gonna start counting who's not, how many people are no longer with the company. Got some eliminations happening. That's the thing too. Also, I mean, there's so much great wrestling. There's just not enough time in the day. There's just not enough time in the day to watch it all, and that includes the current product, or if you're watching the old stuff. Like, it's just not enough. Like even in some of the bad stuff, there's good. Like even to me, with all the bad stuff in AEW, there's also good. There is also good. I don't I don't miss this old Survivor Series logo at all. The one that had like the V's made it look like fangs. Like not a fan. Hi, Michaela. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't know why, but I got really tired all of a sudden. Really tired. I think it's just sitting here. If I don't get a chance just to sit. Yes, the first 3 years of AEW were amazing. Yes. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, this is like the first time I've really got to sit down and I guess quote unquote rest, and my body is like, nope, you should be sleeping. Cool fact: I went to college with Charlotte Flair. She's a sweetheart. She's super nice. She plays a great heel, but she's actually a sweetheart. Love her to death. Carmella's about to fly. Or not. Ooh, that could have ended bad. My wife hated Carmella. She's not the biggest pro wrestling fan anyway. Um, she used to hate when she'd see Carmella. Like she'd just be like, "Oh, it's her," because this was the stage when like Carmella, like everything that would happen, she would just screech and scream, like because she didn't get the pin or like the ref caught her. Yeah, like it's like just taking me back. Oh, Mannix, you got to stop that. Let her enjoy the wrestling. My wife just doesn't care. Yeah, I was so glad when Kyrie Sane came back, and now I'm like, there's. I mean, she's kind of lost in the shuffle with Damage Control. Kyrie Sane to me, second best elbow drop ever, behind Macho Man Randy Savage. Second best elbow drop ever. Kyrie Sane gets eliminated. Asuka just kind of has been, lately. Mannix, my wife, like I don't remember who the other person in the match was, but I remember my wife was watching. She stopped. She was doing something in the kitchen, and I was watching something live, like something NXT, and it was Keith Lee and somebody, and her exact words were, "Well, that is the most overly choreographed thing I've ever seen." Ladies and gentlemen, over on our red play button site. So for TikTok, I'm sorry you won't see him, but joining us, the wrestling encyclopedia himself, Mike Duplessis. What up, buddy?
What up, bro? How you doing?
I'm here. I'm kind of awake. Kind of awake.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too, man. I'm about to say it's still breakfast time where you are.
Yeah, no, it's literally 9:20. I've been up since like 5.
I got off work last night at 11:30 because we weren't allowed to be in the building after 12. Um, got home, took a shower, fell asleep. The dryer woke me up, and Mannix World Championship wreckage. Um, but the dryer went off, and our dryer is so loud, but I'm the only one here, so it woke me up, and then I was awake for like 3 more hours. So I watched because XLJ is the goat and gave me his Max login. So I finally watched Iron Claw.
Yes! 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 Sorry, that makes me happy.
I was a little disappointed in it, honestly. It was
Really?
good. It was good. Okay, here's my thing, and it's not a bad movie. but there's so much that they're trying to cover.
Yeah.
It needed to me. There's something missing. I don't know if it needed to be a little bit longer, but it needed something else to tie it together. It felt.
They don't cover one of the brothers' deaths. So
I heard that they couldn't because the studio said it's already too deathy.
Yeah. The studio and Kevin were just like, yeah, let's not over kill this whole situation.
Yeah.
Because
So
Kevin had a lot of say in the movie.
Yeah. So I liked Iron Claw. I thought it was good. I just thought that there could have been something more, and I think giving it a little bit more time and not just rushing things. That really felt like it was like, all right, cool. We get the build up to this family and this wrestling legacy and Fritz, and he never got the title, so that pressure's on the boys, and then it was just tragedy, 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 tragedy. End credits. It was. There just was something in that second half that I think it just needed to be expanded.
Yeah, but I can understand because you only have so much time you can do a movie for. Like you can't have you don't want to.
What up, Mannix over here now on the Red Play Button site?
What up, Mannix? So I'm not watching what you're watching, but I am watching wrestling.
What are you watching?
The '93 Battle Bowl.
You're on a Battle Bowl kick, man.
I think this is the greatest concept in pro wrestling that is not being used.
That's where they do the random tag teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they take the names out of the tumbler. Yeah.
I think I said it in the group chat. I just remember Jim Ross with Battle Bowl. It's Battle Bowl. It's Battle Bowl.
And I love the '93 Battle Bowl because the whole time Jesse the Body Ventura is taking shots at Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah.
And the court situation.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Natalya and Sasha Banks versus Rhea Ripley. That's what's on my screen right now. One of these things is not like the other.
You said Natalya and who?
Sasha Banks and Rhea Ripley.
Oh, God. I'm watching Tex Slazenger and Marcus Bagwell versus Rick Rude and Tex Slazenger's tag team partner.
Oh, Marcus Bagwell. Taking it way back. By the way, I think I have a new favorite wrestling match of all time now.
What?
Thanks to TNA.
Oh.
Thanks to TNA. I still love one of my favorites will always be Hunter and Rock, SummerSlam 98, The Garden, that ladder match. Yeah. That one. But the 6 Sides of Steel cage match between America's Most Wanted and
Triple X
and Triple X might be my new favorite match.
Yo Skipper is
I had seen that clip. Everybody's seen that clip of him on the top of the cage. But I've never seen
that match. Is amazing.
Yeah. I watched it and I was like, damn, I think I have a new favorite match.
That match is an underrated classic when it comes to TNA.
Mm-hmm.
It's for me, the top 2 matches in TNA history for me is that and of course the Unbreakable 3-way.
Which one?
So they have a pay-per-view in 05 called Unbreakable. And the main event is
I'm in 05, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah, and the main event is Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels.
I think I've seen that match.
And a lot of people say that is the greatest 3-way dance. Ultimate X 2 is also a great match. All the Ultimate X matches are really good.
What it was that first Final Resolution. I just watched it and it was Petey Williams, Sabin, and AJ.
Yeah.
And it was really, really good.
The first one with Michael Shane, Sabin, and Kazarian is really good.
Michael Shane. I want to slap him at all times.
Oh yeah.
I'm shocked at how I said this, I think, in a group chat. I'm surprised that they did more Ultimate X's after how badly the first one was, because that belt fell like 4 times.
Yeah. You know who Michael Shane's related to, right?
Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah. They made sure to blatantly say that 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I forgot they do like bring it a lot in his early career.
they bring up everything. They're just like, he was a WWF Intercontinental Champion. He was a da 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 da. He was this in WCW. Like they bring up everything. They don't care.
Well, at that point, especially TNA, they were like the small dogs, so they're like, nobody's paying attention to what we say. Like,
the fake
we can bring
Vince,
up other companies.
the fake Vince and the fake Hunter going to like try to retrieve the videotape of them taking cookies when WWE was at Universal. I was laughing my tail off.
The backstage footage of that situation is so great.
I'm assuming it was Rey Mysterio was the one that came out and saw.
It's Rey and Eddie.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's Rey and Eddie. They don't show him, but Benoit shows up too. Yeah, so phenomenal.
I mean, I was like, well, that's the only person I can think of that stature is Rey, and I couldn't tell everybody else. Like,
yeah, both Rey and Eddie show up because it's Conan, and well, you know,
yeah, that's family. Yeah,
yeah.
How did we get the final two being Rhea and Sasha Banks?
Because at that point, those two were supposed to be the future. One ended up becoming the future of the company, and well, the other one's no more.
I mean, I get everybody steals everybody's moves, but Sasha steals everybody's moves. She does the crossface, like she does the frog splat, like she.
Yeah. And then she'll shoot off his tribute. Yeah.
She's not as good as everybody. Some certain people say that she is.
I've not been a fan ever. So yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to pop up. She's gonna try it once, and she's gonna like regret it. I'm just waiting for all of a sudden it's gonna pop. You're gonna, and I know it's gonna be you because you're the one that sends all the graphics and stuff. It's gonna be like Bloodsport, blah, Mercedes Moné. She gonna get her head handed to her. But again, thanks everybody for joining on my TikTok and everybody that's in the chat and over here watching over on the Red Play Button site. I'll say Michael and I did this last year with one of them. I think it was 98 because we did 2 last year.
Yeah, I did. It's become one of our traditions since we've started this.
Yeah. I mean, there's enough Survivor Series to go through. I mean, I forgot that this is the Survivor Series with Brock and Ray.
Oh, that's a horrible match.
Yeah, it is. It shouldn't be because, like, a big man with a small man, like, that should be.
Yeah, usually goes well.
So
like
NXT wins. NXT wins the women's one. I don't think I've watched this since it aired. I just remember I love the bit. It's weird. It's 2019 and seeing Sting masks in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've watched that since it aired.
This was like right before NXT started. This was the end of the black and gold era. Like,
yeah.
But there were also, to me, there's different eras within the black and gold era. Like,
yes,
you got the start of it with, like, to me, the start of the black and gold era was Neville winning.
Yes, Neville and Sami Callihan.
Because Bo having it was like the end of it being like when it was still like people weren't watching it.
Yeah, when it was, people still thought it was a game show.
Yeah.
And then like when Neville and then like Zayn came through.
Finn, of course, like
Yeah.
Finn had that NXT title forever. And then they had the special where like Kevin, where it was like Beast in the East and Japan and Kevin and Finn, and
had the phenomenal match.
good match. I remember watching that live, like middle of the morning. I was like, so this is what, thinking on it now, I'm like, that's what like Mike you get to experience with a lot of pay-per-views when they start mid-afternoon. For you, it's first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So War Games happened the night before, so I guess that was the first War Games was 2019.
Yeah, the NXT
NXT
War Games. Yeah.
Oh, maybe this wasn't the first one. This was the one where Kevin Owens showed up.
Yeah, because the first one I think was 2018.
That was a great moment. Kevin Owens coming back to NXT. I think it's a shame that KO is not in War Games. Like, I feel like he's the perfect person to have in War Games.
Yeah. Yeah, the first NXT War Games was 2018 because that was Undisputed Era versus Ricochet and the War Raiders. And done.
Well, folks that are watching on the TikTok, I'm going to jump off here. It's already draining my phone battery like crazy. But if you want to keep watching, plus you get to see the Wrestling Encyclopedia Mike Plessis as well, jump over to our Red Play Button site, World Championship Wreckage. Join us in the chat over there. We'll be here for a while. So I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. Join us over on the Red Play Button site. Love y'all. Now I don't have to keep going like this, like looking left and right, looking left and right. The ads on Peacock.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate when we do the live streams for Queen's Court.
Yeah. pre Monday Night Messiah and pre Wild Outfits Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
When he was wearing like right.
That's
like the Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan homage.
Yeah, that's like right after the Authority.
Yeah.
Like during the Authority.
No, this is after that.
Right, like that weird in between.
Here's the thing, though. As dominant as Undisputed Era was in the War Games, man, what I wouldn't have given to have an Undisputed Era versus Bloodline War Games.
God, if all four of those guys would have stayed in the WWE, and Undisputed Era would have came together on the main roster.
I mean,
I think shit would have been fire.
Yeah. I don't know. It makes me wonder, does Adam Cole kick himself and go, I fucked up?
I think all four of those guys do.
Hunter saw what they could do and was like, I'm going to give you the platform. And Tony's like, you know what? You're going to do nothing. Oh, this is This is when Shinsuke has that like weird like
Kicking the ball situation.
opening where it's like a vignette of somebody. Oh, this is still when Sammy comes out with him and is dancing.
Yes. I forgot that was a thing. God, that's awesome.
I totally forgot that was a thing. Oh, this is. Hold on. Turn around.
Is this?
No, he's the IC title, or he's the IC champion. We've had that new IC title for over 5 years.
Yeah.
That does not seem like we should have that we have had that for over 5 years.
Yeah. I think he was the first one with that new design.
Sammy's the one that gave it to him, like that version of it.
Yeah.
Like that. It doesn't seem like we've had that version for 5 years. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. No, time flew. Yeah, it's been 5 or 6 years since they've changed all the belts to the designs they have now. It's been a while.
Nigel McGuinness on commentary. Man, I thought he was going to be the new voice for WWE for the next generation.
Yeah.
After Mauro Ranallo left, I was like, got to be Nigel. Roderick Strong and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, yeah.
Versus AJ? Is it against AJ? I forget who the third person is in this match. I think it's AJ. It's like the only time Roderick Strong got on the main roster.
Yes. I think that is literally his only pay-per-view.
Because I know that Adam Cole had like a second main roster. Yeah, so it's AJ, Shinsuke, and Roddy. Oh, Mannix, yeah, the 5-on-5 Hardy's DX and Punk. That was. Oh, he was the U.S. champ. I was like, I hate that version of the U.S. title. I think it's because it's how small the front plate is. I don't know if I ever told you this when we were at the Rumble. You know how they did, like, especially Kevin Dunn, he leaned into it tremendously because everybody had to have one of those stupid, like, floating graphics in the air, like big time Bex and like the phenomenal logo, the P1 logo. And Roman had like the tree and everything, right?
Yeah.
Roman comes out of the Rumble, and we're all just like, "Where's the tree? Where's the tree?" Like,
that's
like
funny. Funny.
Like, I mean, I came to see the tree.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the different like foreign countries announce teams. They're like, you're going to get shoved all the way over here where you can't really see the matches to call them. Like you're at the side of the entranceway, like right there, like not facing the ring, facing the entrance.
Yeah, no, technically they're supposed to use their computers.
Monitors,
yeah, the monitors. But it is it's kind of weird. Mean Gene in the early 90s is the dirtiest man in the business.
I think he was most of his career.
This is a pervy son of a bitch.
Like, did you ever watch Legends House when the network first came out?
Yes.
He's just the most inappropriate man ever.
True. But Battle Bowl 93, he's with Frenchie, like the girl that was like Ric Flair's like manager for a while. And it's just horrible innuendo after horrible innuendo.
Yeah. It's like that's why like I started rewatching some WCW, and I'm just like, I had to stop because it was starting to ruin WCW for me.
I was
Like we did an episode. After doing several episodes when we were still just doing WCW content. I think I said on episode to Will, I'm like, it's making me not like Bobby the Brain Heenan, and I don't want that because you put him in commentary booth with Mike Tenay, and Mike Tenay, who knows everything, every move, every wrestler from every country, and Bobby's just like, I don't know what he just did, I don't know who this is. Like he sounds ignorant, and I was like, I don't want to remember. I don't want to think of Bobby the Brain Heenan that way, so I kind of stopped rewatching WCW.
Yeah, and the only good thing that came from Bobby the Brain Heenan at that time in WCW was him just always, no matter if he was heel or babyface, always shitting on Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah,
Rip Rogers is getting his ass kicked by not only his own tag team partner, but his two opponents. That's fucking hilarious.
The weird thing for me right now is because I've been watching so much TNA. Like for me, again, not having a lot of access to TNA back in the day, like didn't see a lot of like early AJ there. So for me, I mean, the New Japan stuff and then him in WWE, that was when I got to see like him on a regular basis, like, you know, every week, every paper, like that. And so like watching him in TNA, like now going back and rewatching TNA, it's just like, baby, like clean cut, short hair. It's just like, this is like the first match I've seen with AJ since watching all the TNA stuff. I'm just like, this is weird. It's just
young,
it's like,
cocky, clean shaven TNA AJ is actually crazy.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
I mean, especially I was watching some this morning, and now I see him. I'm like, it's like AJ and then AJ's dad.
Watching some football for a minute. That is probably when Bobby stopped caring.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Because I know there was issues behind the scenes with him and Tony Schiavone.
Yes, there was.
You watch his shoot interviews he did later in his life. Yeah, him and Tony Schiavone did not like each other.
Did you see the photo that X-Pac posted?
No. Why?
That dude, if they don't give him one last, like, I'm assuming that he's going to come and have another match in NXT. Like,
you said X-Pac.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yes. That
like,
dude is shredded.
I'm like, what'd you do?
He stopped drinking and smoking and actually started taking himself. X-Pac is lit.
Like, he is probably in the best shape he's ever been.
Yeah. No, he's gone on record that he stopped, like, he's gotten clean. He does the walks with his dog. Like, he walks everywhere or he bikes.
Truth, Mannix, truth. And it's weird for me to take truth seriously in TNA.
You don't like serious, like, fuck everyone truth?
It's just weird because, I mean, I'm
because we're used to cartoonish.
Yeah, and silly and stupid and
but like
being the
serious
butt of the joke.
NWA champion R-Truth.
I mean, he's great.
So phenomenal.
Like I remember him coming out as K-Quick with Road Dogg. Like I remember that. But like it's just years of him being the butt of the joke just became.
Yeah, his promo against Ricky Steamboat in early TNA, and like his promos of like how WWF put him down because of his color, crazy. And yeah, he hasn't aged at all.
I actually really like Three Live Crew. Like they're
literally one of my favorite factions.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is he could have been in WCW.
True.
Yeah. So he started wrestling in like 97, 98, and he's working for WCW's developmental company, Wildside, where AJ came from.
Yeah.
They actually had phenomenal matches in Wildside. And that was actually the plan. He was supposed to. And actually, that was the same thing with a lot of TNA guys, too. They were all working for either Wildside, Worldwide, or they were already at the WCW plant when WCW closed.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's that southern area, the Tennessee, Carolinas, Georgia.
Like James Storm and Chris Harris. They're actually seen on WCW TV, part of the New Blood storyline. They're security guards.
I like Chris Harris. I'm becoming a big Chris Harris fan.
Sonny Siaki was another one. He was training at the power plant when WCW closed.
And
that's gonna suck.
We'll talk about this on the Asylum episode. Like he was so green shirt guy, 2019 Survivor Series front row. But no, Sonny Siaki was so prominently featured. And then you get to like where they're in the impact zone, and he's like,
Yeah. Well, I think at that point where he was like wanting to leave the business already.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna suck for someone like Sonny Siaki. Like you think you got your big break with WCW in the power plant.
Yeah.
And then they close.
I mean, I can talk. I can kind of experience that with the working in the theater world.
Yeah.
I graduated college. I had worked for a professional theater. Like I had been cast in one of their shows, and I talked to the artistic director. He's like, "Look, I want you to come work for me. I want you to come work." He's like, "You can audition. You'll get put." He's like, "I can tell you now, you're going to get put in shows." He's like, "But I have to have you do the internship program first." And I'm like, "I don't want to be an intern. I've already worked for you, like done shows." And he's like, "I can't bring you in when I have people you graduated with who are about to do their second year as an intern." And I'm like, fine. So I did it. And so he pretty much told me, he's like, "Look, you're going to have a job at the end of the summer." He's like you're going to have a salary job. Like you'll audition, you'll be union. Like you'll be like, this is what you're going to do. Yeah. They announced that theater was closing at the end of that summer. So,
damn.
So, yeah, I know what that's like.
Yeah. I always wondered what would happen with those guys who are in the Asylum days, who were supposed to be in WCW. If WCW would have stayed, because we can even see of course, Elix Skipper was already a mainstay in WCW. Yeah. AJ Styles was just getting his feet wet in WCW.
Yeah.
Siaki and Jorms and Harris.
They had a big future ahead, but I mean, that's why I kind of look at young TNA as the extension of WCW. I mean, that's
definitely is,
but without the outrageousness of. I mean, Russo was involved, but again, he had somebody that was checking him. Roddy is so good in this match. It's one of those things where he's like, "Look, I got a chance to show out. I'm gonna and yeah." I honestly forgot that Survivor Series this year was 2 days. I forgot Saturday was Survivor Series.
Asking people to get on cards and shit or events and stuff like that. If they want to fuck with me, they gonna fuck with me. We'll see what happens.
Short-haired Sammy.
Is that conspiracy theory, Sammy? Is that after?
I want to say this is around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a dude in the audience, like wearing a like face painted like Sting, holding a big gold belt, like super prominent, and I'm just like, "What up, dude? You do you." Like Vince is probably cringing and wanting you to move seats, but I mean, The Rock has to return, right, at Survivor Series. Like he's got to, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I would think so. Something's got to be on foot, and I don't trust Paul Heyman. Paul turns on his people. He's been doing it since he became a manager in the WWE.
I mean, he turned on RVD for Big Show and ECW. Like
he turned
on Brock. Like
he turned on Big Show to team with Brock. Turned on Brock. He turned on Kurt Angle. He's turned on Punk. He turns on everyone. You know what? Conspiracy theory Sammy is kind of what made him.
Yeah.
The fact that he was able to turn that gimmick.
I mean, it's kind of a ripoff of conspiracy theory Jericho, but
you're right. Paul never did turn on Taz.
No, because Taz had his back at all points. Like he was never one that like Paul really ever screwed over.
I forgot Paulie dangerously managed Taz. Early ECW is kind of crazy.
Dude, there's this 2-pack action figures that I want right now. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of one of them, it would be kind of cool to have them together. It's a 2-pack that came out, and it's Mankind and Kane. So it's got Kane like his original outfit and everything when they were tag champs. And it comes with
like 98, yeah.
Yeah, and it's got like the tag belts with them, and I'm like, kind of want that. I kind of want those.
That is kind of fire.
Like I don't necessarily care about the Kane one, other than the fact that it's Kane when he's the big red machine. But
yeah, the best Kane.
Oh yeah, when he was not talking and using that stupid like talking thing. Yeah, why haven't we got a Van Hammer and an Alex Wright action figure set? Like, come on.
I wanted Alex Wright WWE figures so badly. Van Hammer was in WCW for so goddamn long. It's actually sickening that man had a job as long as he did.
He had a longer tenured career than like
most of the roster in WCW.
Yep. You can say the same thing about Disco, unfortunately.
Yeah. But like Van Hammer was there from like 91, 90 to like the day it closed.
Yeah.
See, the issue is Actually, Berlin would have been great in WWE
Just not
if
the
they would
wall.
have if they were to also kept the wall. But he would end up in TNA. As Malice. I don't know what this is, but Brie made something, and I'm now confused.
Oh, the food. I saw that.
This white thing.
Yeah, I saw it, and I didn't know what it was either.
Okay, Bree, I need to know what that is that you made that you posted on Facebook. Yeah, what is that?
They let Roderick Strong win? I don't remember that.
Yes, they did.
Part of me bets that was both Shinsuke and AJ being like, he's going over.
Oh, definitely.
We're letting him. You need to see what he can, like going to Vince and be like, you need to see what he can do because you're going to want to use him.
Yeah.
And then Vince was probably like, oh, he's too small.
The Master of the Backbreaker should have been something.
Oh, yeah. When did AJ start using the Phenomenal Forearm? Did he use that in TNA?
Every once in a while. It wasn't major.
Okay. It just, I mean, in WWE, I mean, that's more, he does that, I feel like, more than the Styles Clash.
Yeah, no, in TNA, it was like he would do the Styles Clash and the Spiral Tap.
Spiral Tap. It's been a while since I've seen him do that. Like,
and then every once in a while, the Foxberry Flop to the outside.
Yeah.
Crazy son of a bitch, early TNA. He had no fucks to give. Oh, his payaway kick is also phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The back flip into the Scorpion Death Drop. Yeah.
AJ Styles in TNA was a different monster. And that's why I can't wait when we do the Asylum Years episode. There's so many things I want to talk about.
I feel like I'm going to have to, like, clear my schedule. Like, we're going to do, like, a 3-hour video.
I just was, because I'm watching it now too. I just got to the episode the other day, yesterday or the day before, where Chris Rock shows up for Head of State. Which I had totally forgot that happened, and they actually put that on the show.
There's so many things. Like, again, there's so many things that, like, as we discussed early TNA, I'm just going to be like, how many times can Justin say, what the fuck?
Because, like, Head of State is such a good movie.
Yeah. My body's like, you should be asleep right now.
I was wondering.
That's what I'm doing as soon as I get off here.
Yeah.
Like, before I have to work later. Oh, I forgot about this match. Adam Cole and Pete Dunne
Phenomenal.
for the NXT Championship. Yeah. Did you see that backstage footage of CM Punk from last year where he was coming back and like him and Gorilla?
Yeah.
He looks so uncomfortable.
Who, CM Punk?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He looks
Because
so
you didn't
uncomfortable.
know how people were going to take that. I would be too. You come to a place out of nowhere where you were hated for 10, for
Yeah.
10 plus years. I'd be uncomfortable too.
Yeah. So uncomfortable. It was funny. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. When Randy Orton started to talk to him, I thought Randy was like serious
Yeah.
until he started
I couldn't
laughing.
enjoy my comeback for one fucking minute. Like,
It wasn't until Randy started to laughing, and I was like, "Oh, okay, he's joking."
you notice that they also don't show the Seth coming back through the curtain or Drew coming back through the curtain.
Yeah, no, they don't know that, but they definitely show him and Cody talking very slightly about seeing each other, and
Adam
they
Cole, NXT Undisputed Adam Cole,
phenomenal.
the most confident in ring I think he ever was. He got that. Like seeing him come out right there and seeing him recently, like I'm like, it's like two totally different people.
Yes.
Oh yeah, shout out to Xia Li for signing with TNA.
Yes. Good on her.
I was worried that she would. I mean, I always liked her. She just had a horrible. Vince just gave her a horrible gimmick.
Very much so.
Him being the racist piece of shit that he is. That's someone. So again, looking back 5 years later, as I watched this, right? I would have put money, major money, that by now Tommaso Ciampa would have been a world champion.
Yes. I still think there's time for that too. But yeah.
Like him and Gargano, I was like, that is going to be this generation's Shawn and Hunter. Which I know a lot of people said that too, but like their styles were very similar. Like Ciampa for Hunter, Gargano with Shawn. Oh, this is the Velcro belts.
Oh, I forgot that was a thing. Ugh.
You don't get snaps. You got Velcro.
That is.
I know. The first time I saw that, I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I've seen ever in my life.
This is the darkest time.
By the way, I will continue to see where it goes because right now we're already building towards like their match against each other. But the damn Kings of Wrestling is the dumbest storyline ever. Scott Hall and them wrestling in Elvis suits.
That Kings of Wrestling. Yeah. No, that era, that storyline is horrible. Jeff Jarrett's reign of terror. I will say, and I mean this with all due respect, because you are a fan of this man.
He's making me not a fan.
Jeff Jarrett's reign of terror in TNA as champion, NWA champion.
Yeah.
is way worse than Triple H's reign of terror during the ruthless aggression era.
I'm starting to agree with you.
Monday Night Raw. Yeah, that's why I give Jeff Jarrett so much hate, because as a TNA fan, and it's because there was so much great talent in the TNA roster that it's like, why aren't half these guys being able to get an NWA title like opportunities? Because like you could have made so many stars bigger if you would have just given up that belt like a few more times. Because I know you don't like him, or you didn't like his early days, but goddamn it, Monty Brown should have been champion.
Yeah, like them wrestling in Elvis suits and Scott Hall staying in the Elvis suit. I'm like,
yeah, no, it's dumb.
I get Scott Hall. You were let your body was starting to go, but
yeah, no, it's literally the worst era of Jeff Jarrett.
But yeah, I mean his reign of terror. Like, okay, so Mannix, I'll bring this up. I sent out a group message in our group chat not too long ago, and it was like, is there gonna be a point where I like Monty Brown? Because I was just like, he's so over the top. He's almost to the annoying point. But now, like him against Jarrett, and they're actually kind of like they're actually building him. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to like you a
and
little
they
more.
built him to do nothing, and it's bullshit.
Yeah, like I just finished where like it was him and DDP and Nash in a triple threat, and then he goes into the world title match later that night, and I'm like, okay, so they got to put it on Monty, and it was just nope, guitar hit, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, no. And there's so many wrestlers they did that to, where it's like they built him up just for Jeff Jarrett to fucking guitar hit and hit him with the stroke, and then yeah. So you understand the hatred for that man.
I mean, I agree with you. His reign of terror is horrible. Like it really is. Like it was bad. It was bad.
I do. If Monty Brown wouldn't have had that situation where he had to leave the business because of family stuff, he could have been WWE champion.
Yeah.
Like if he had not left because of his mom and sister medical problems, Monty Brown was definitely could have been a big star in the WWE.
But it's weird to see certain people too, like Dustin Rhodes just got there, and you can tell like he's not in the best health situation.
Dustin Rhodes has 2-3 horrible reigns in TNA. And I know it's because his dad was working for the company, but there's a reign in like 08, 07 where he's
severely overweight and is in the silver.
Yeah.
I've seen that picture before.
Yeah. And his tag team partner is Johnny Stromboli from the FBI.
All right.
Yeah. And his name is Relic, which is killer backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, that tag team was trash.
I mean, I know Pete Dunne's done some stuff, and the Butch stuff was like a roadblock, but damn, he's so good.
Yeah. Justin was butts in TNA. I was trying to be nice because he is kind of like a legend in business, and the family's kind of legendary. But yeah, his TNA run is trash. Both times.
I'm also sorry I ruined Kid Cash for you.
I hate you, by the way.
It's true, though. Every time I see him, I'm like,
What did you call him again?
Trailer Park, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. And I already hated him because he had the Kid Rock like gimmick, and I hate Kid Rock.
That's why I said the trailer park.
And then yeah,
And Dallas being out of shape, like trying to be like he's supposed to be the heater, and I'm like, dude, you got no muscle on you. Like the real reason you're a heater is you're tall.
yeah, and
Like that's it.
yeah. But yeah, you're in like the part of TNA where it's like top Petey Williams Team Canada.
I love Team Canada.
Like, how is it seeing like a young Bobby Roode?
Interesting. I mean, I've
And like
seen him. I mean,
and like a young
this is the
Eric
earliest
Young.
I'd seen him. I mean, my first introduction was seeing him as with Beer Money, but
Yeah, like a young like Arn Anderson-esque like forcer for Team Canada.
But I love Team Canada. I love Scott D'Amore, like Petey Williams.
I know who White Trash Johnny Webb is.
Johnny Fairplay?
No, White Trash Johnny Webb. He's a deathmatch wrestler.
Johnny Fairplay just got fired, because they're doing the thing of Trinity and Tracy. Isn't Tracy Kazarian's wife?
What? Yes.
Yeah.
No, White Trash Johnny Webb is a. So he was a main star in XPW in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like he's a California deathmatch wrestling like legend, and that is XPW early 2000s when Rob Black was a douche. Yeah, I know about God, early 2000s XPW being brought up is hilarious.
I read this once, but have not heard it since. I read something that for the Netflix debut of Monday Night Raw, the main event is a tag team match with Cena teaming with Punk. Have you heard this?
Don't know I have not read that. First, the hobo. Yes. And Messiah Mannix, Billy is his real name, is one of the nicest guys in the world. I'm friends with Messiah on Facebook. One of the nicest men ever.
But yeah, I read it once and I was like, that's awesome. And then I never, ever saw it again.
I would not be upset at that. Oh, yeah, I forgot you lived in that California, LA area. Around all those XPW guys.
Oh my gosh, I hadn't read that. So you know me, I have a theater degree. I love the theater. I don't get a chance to do it much anymore, but Wicked is taking over the world, the first part. And
yes.
for both parts, Universal spent a record-breaking $350 million to make both of them.
That is nuts.
I'm like, that's insanity. I'm like, I mean, I'm sure you'll make that back because I mean, it's insane how popular it is.
Yeah, it's not a movie I'm gonna go see, but I've heard great things.
No, I've heard people who say they don't care one bit, see it and go, what's wrong? Because of the spectacle. Because of
I don't know what Wicked is.
Wicked is it was originally a book. Okay. It was originally a book. And it's a very dark, it's a very heavy book. Underlying themes of like political stuff and like that. But the basic storyline is it's the Wicked Witch of the West
from
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
It's the story of her and Glinda before Dorothy got there. Like,
okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. But like the book is super dark and heavy.
Like usual. And usually the book usually is, and the movie is kind of lighter because,
Well, then the musical was lighter, like the stage show, but it's still a really good. Defying Gravity is the biggest song that it's known for. And Dina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth were the original Elphaba and Glinda, and now it's I forget the girl that plays Elphaba, but Ariana Grande is Glinda.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot you used to tell me that you used to hang out with the independent guys in California at Denny's. Spanky's from up here. Brian Kendrick. He's from actually a town like 30 minutes north of me now.
I forgot that Spanky was Brian Kendrick because Spanky was on TNA on one episode and then he disappeared.
Yeah, because he goes between TNA and Ring of Honor.
Okay.
He had a great little run in Ring of Honor, Spanky. Yeah, he's from Lacey, Washington. He actually went, He actually says in interviews that he grew up in Olympia, which is where I spent a lot of my high school, like my childhood.
I'm not gonna lie, the second best Canadian destroyer is Adam Cole.
Yeah,
because he does that like little like pop to it where he jumps and like where he's on the turnbuckle. Third would be John Cena, only because we never thought we'd see John Cena do a Canadian destroyer.
I would love to hang out with Scorpio Sky. I feel like Scorpio Sky would be fun to hang out with.
Not a fan. Never been a fan. Never been a fan of Scorpio Sky. It's also why I'm hoping that watching TNA, like I like the gimmick because of what it represents, but like I'm hoping that watching TNA makes me a Jay Lethal fan.
Yes, it should.
Because I like seeing videos and knowing of him as Black Machismo and everything. Like that's awesome. But just plain Jay Lethal, I'm like I could care less.
Between the Black Machismo stuff and the Ric Flair stuff, because in 2010 he had a great little situation with Ric Flair.
It's definitely making me more of a Christopher Daniels fan.
CD's really good in TNA.
Yeah, he's really, really good.
TNA is where you get some great Sanjay stuff too.
Sanjay's good.
The playa from the Himalayas, I love that man.
The tag team of him and Sabu was so weird and random.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened.
Yeah, and Adam Cole, of course, beat Dunne.
I forgot Sanjay had that little like mentorship thing with Sabu. God damn it! Now I can't wait to watch that.
Because it was also when like Sabu is feuding with Raven.
Yeah, that's where like Raven.
I don't understand the Eric Watts thing. Like I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm a fan. Other time I'm just like, dude, get off my screen. I don't care.
Eric Watts has never been entertaining to me, and should have never been in the business. And they only got in the business because his dad was who he was.
Yeah. That's why I sent you that picture. I was like, who the hell is this? And I was like, I can see it now.
Yeah. He only got in the business because of who his dad was. And his dad's like a legend from like where my dad's from because of Mid-South. But like, I can't. Ugh.
Man, to see Undisputed Era with all the gold on the main roster, like what could have been.
Facts.
Oh, King Corbin. Look at this SmackDown team. Roman Reigns, Shorty G, Chad Gable, King Corbin, Mustafa Ali, and the chunkier version of Braun Strowman.
You just gave me freaking not even good goosebumps, horrible goosebumps when you said Shorty G. I hate you.
Universal Championship. Daniel Bryan versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt. I forgot
Ooh.
this. Oh, this is right. This is right when the Fiend won the Universal Championship.
Yeah.
After Crown Jewel. The Fiend. It just makes me happy.
$10 to go today. The New Day made their debut as a
I saw
group.
that.
God, that makes me feel like it doesn't feel like it's been 10 years.
WWE's missing out. Why aren't we getting anniversary bootios?
That would have been fire.
Bootios. They make sure you ain't booty. I loved Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when the Universal title was blue. The first time. Or no, it was red first, right? When the
Yes.
Universal title was red first.
Yeah, because it was on
blue.
Raw.
Then it was blue.
Yeah.
It was red when KO had it and Goldberg.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they would switch it to colors depending on what brand the guy would
That's so
be
stupid.
mostly on.
Looking back on it, that's so stupid.
The Boonavaro champion. Fucking love you, Mannix. And you're right. 10 years in the WWE is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Because, 10 years of New Day, I feel like they just debuted. Or like it hasn't been that long.
I don't know though. I love what Xavier's doing. Like, I think this is the best you've seen of him.
Oh yeah. I can't wait until they get inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Just that speech. Like, they're gonna be headliners.
Oh yeah. And Kofi should get in as the New Day and as like a singles wrestler.
Well, I mean, he said that in the backstage segment. He's like, I was a Hall of Famer before you came to the WWE.
Yeah. Yeah. The Universal Championship was a weird thing. Detroit is running all over Chicago right now.
XLJ is somewhere not happy. I'm just gonna message him and be like, Mike's talking shit about your Bears on the YouTube channel. See what he says.
I forgot he's a Bears fan.
So is Carly. Hey, XLJ, Carly. Michael's over here on the YouTube channel talking shit about your Bears. I can't remember if this was pre or post, like eco-friendly Brian. I think this is before that.
That happened in January of 2019.
So this is after that then.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I literally just posted up when he dumped.
What, the Wood Championship, the hemp one,
Yeah.
that title. My thing was this: when that happened, I was like, I never in my lifetime thought that Vince would ever give him that world title ever again.
Yeah.
And then I also forgot that it was Eric Rowan with him.
It was a weird thing.
It was.
What group chat did you put that in?
Oh, the one that we have just for like wreckage, like so we can when we're planning when to record, so we're not blowing up like the main group chat.
I was waiting for the notification to pop up on my phone.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm worried about XLJ. We were supposed to record last night, and
What were you guys going to record?
We were going to record like talking about this Survivor Series that I'm watching. After I got off of work, and then like Will had something pop up, and XLJ never got back to me, and I was like, and I haven't heard from him today, and I'm like, are you alive? I know he had his extracurricular activities last night. He said, which is like his Thanksgiving Day tradition with his friend. All right, Mannix. Love you, man. Have a great rest of your Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Love you, Mannix. I'm lucky I don't have to do shit. I'm just going to fucking...
You just got to roll up to the table? Sorry.
God damn it. That was fun. Pretty much, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit in my room and watch football. And then when people start showing up, that's when I can leave my room. Like, okay, fine. I'll make an appearance so I can say I had a family.
It's one reason why I'm thankful that I don't have to deal with that.
Well, you don't want to hang out with the in-laws?
I mean, I love my in-laws, but like since I work retail, you know, like they usually would like they'll go out of town for like because I mean I'm home and sleep and work and sleep and home, like it's like I'm not here.
You got a busy day tomorrow, don't you?
Tonight.
Yeah. Oh
tonight.
Yeah,
tonight. I take 2 trucks tomorrow, but I mean I'm used to doing 2 trucks, but usually we're doing back to back. Like I'll have one tonight, and then I have one tomorrow night, but it's technically the same day. So,
ouch.
I get 3 days off next week, but I'm working on. I think this is my 2nd or my 3rd week of working over 50 hours a week.
That paycheck's gonna be nice.
Oh yeah. My wife was like, I told her, I was like, I'm sorry for how much I've been working. And she's like, no. She's like, get your overtime now while you can, because in January, you know, that's not going to be a thing. And I'm like, it's true. But I'm also like, for my body, my physical and my mental well-being.
Yeah.
But I like what I do, and I like the staff or the team that I get to work with. So it is just, it's just a crazy time. It's just a crazy time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not like what it used to be, but it's still. Oh, I forgot about the whole wrestling in red light. Like, I hate that.
Oh, for Bray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how that was for the actual wrestlers. Like,
I don't know. I always wondered that with when Sin Cara.
Yeah.
Like that can't be
Well, I look at it more for like for Bray's sake. Like you're wrestling in a mask, so it's harder to see. So you know what we're gonna do? Make it darker for you.
True. I didn't think about the. Well, you get that with Sin Cara too, because
Yeah.
that stupid ass. Yeah, it's just like you put him in that spotlight and then a mask, and it's just like that can't be.
Plus, you're
I've
probably
never actually thought about that.
yeah. Plus, you're trying to probably your eyes are probably trying to adjust. Like he's got a bunch of strobes when he come out, so his eyes are probably like trying to adjust. So eyes trying to adjust in a mask in the dark. Like
Not one of Vince's best things, but not a lot of good things coming from Vince in 2019.
No.
I think 2019 was probably around the era where people would be like, get Vince the fuck out of here. Like
it should have happened then, but we probably would have had Daniel Bryan stick around for a little bit longer. We probably would have had the Undisputed Era stay. Like,
yeah, because like I look at a lot of like things with Bray with the like that stupid King Corbin, like Roman Reigns, like storyline with the dog food.
oh yeah,
Like Shorty G, like that's just
horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Oh shit.
What?
Light skin Gaijin cut his hair. Like all the way down.
Sometimes you got to do it. I mean, I understand that.
Well, not like all the way down, like, but he did like a nice little fade.
Yeah.
What was it go?
Yeah, I'll get some more sleep before I go back to work. But
I was like, you better.
yeah, I'm gonna have to. But Husky I didn't see this. He posted it must have been yesterday. Picture of like a sweet potato pie, and I'm like, I don't even eat sweet potato pie, and it looks good.
Oh yeah, that was for his Friendsgiving.
It's weird to me to say though that like we're like 2 or 3 days away, and it's gonna be December. Like, what happened?
Well, I don't know.
This year just, man.
Yeah.
Like I look at it this way. I went to the Rumble. I went to the Rumble in January. I feel like that just happened.
Yeah, I feel like you guys just hung out.
Yeah.
Everyone's hung out but me.
Well, you're the farthest away.
I know, and it sucks.
You're in the top corner. Like, well, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, for some of us, like, technically for me and Will and Husky and Jax, like, we're all just boom, 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 boom. Like,
yeah, y'all can go. I was having that conversation with Will the other day about the barbecue spot, and I was like, I don't know if I can fly just for some barbecue. I'll try.
I would love to get there for but it's not gonna be able to happen. But I have had his pulled pork. It was good. XLJ, he didn't say anything, but he just did the emoji to what I said. He's like,
I mean, they're getting their ass kicked. So really? Hold up. You're telling me Matthew and Nicholas Jackson haven't been in New Japan in like 6 years, and they're getting tag team title shots for Wrestle Dynasty. Fucking hate the Young Bucks.
I hate the Young Bucks. Like, I know they're going to show up in TNA as Generation Me, and I'm going to fast forward through some matches faster than you could say anything. Because, like, I'll do that. That's probably why I've gotten through some as much as I can. Because, like, if I get to a match and I'm like, I don't know who any of y'all are ever, like, never even heard of you. You clearly didn't make it. I ain't wasting my time. It could be the best match ever. Sorry, no. Like there's some like when they were still doing their weekly pay per view, but Impact were just started, and there was it was a short time period where there was both, and
Yeah.
like they're doing these matches on Impact, and I'm like, either throw together matches like like these don't.
Like D-Ray 3000?
Oh my God, D-Ray 3000.
That was so fucking good. Love me some D-Ray 3000.
D-Ray 3000.
So, speaking of Asylum Days again, New Jack and Shark Boy.
So random.
So great. Another guy who's been around since WCW days. Shark Boy was wrestled on Saturday nights
Yeah, he did.
as a jobber. This is so good. Fucking love Shark Boy.
No, Shark Boy.
And the fact that he ended up in a lawsuit because of the name makes it even better.
Really?
The movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
That's sorry. That was after my time as a kid.
Yeah,
that was your childhood.
Well, I never actually watched it, but I remember hearing about that lawsuit over the name, and they went out of court, settled out of court.
I swear, if TikTok Shop does not stop showing me videos about the PS5s on sale on the TikTok Shop, I'm going to.
You gonna buy yourself a PS5?
Maybe, but I don't want to buy it through the TikTok Shop.
Yeah, I don't really trust the TikTok Shop. I would not.
I'm watching for one thing for Black Friday sales, and that's as ugly as a pair of shoes as they are. My feet need them for the comfort and the support. Like I'm watching the Hoka website like crazy for a pair of Hokas. I'm so excited that for NXT we're heading towards the Iron Survivor match because I love that concept. It's like King of the Mountain and Iron Man match all mixed together. I have learned to. I've grown to love the Iron Survivor.
Same here, and I hope last year, the women's is going to be way better than the men's. That's what I'm assuming anyway. Because last year's women's Iron Survivor match was phenomenal. And the talent in this year's women's one already, and they still have one spot to do, is great.
Yeah, I will say I've worked jobs where I've been on my feet, but man, my feet hurt more now than ever with what I'm doing.
I'm not gonna. Nope. I was gonna make a joke, and I try to be on my best behavior.
Why? I don't hold back, but I also know that I can joke with you and you don't get offended. So.
It's true.
And if you do, you're gonna tell me that was fucked up. And I'm gonna be like you would tell me privately that was fucked up. That's too far away. And I'd be like, I'm sorry, but but I know I can.
When did this match happen?
What, Matt?
I'm looking at a picture from
Bray
a
Wyatt
crown
wins.
jewel. What?
Bray Wyatt wins.
I'm looking at a match, and it's crown jewel.
Yeah.
In the picture is Shorty G.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Rusev.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Ric Flair.
Ali. What?
And Ric Flair.
No, well, this?
That's when they had their teams. They had to pick a team Flair.
That's
team
okay. I was like, when? I don't remember this.
I swear, there has been a Team Hogan versus Team Flair match in so many damn promotions.
Oh, yeah, because that happened in TNA, too.
Yeah, it did.
I've been staring at this. Yeah.
I don't know when we
I've been
start
staring
getting
at this picture for 5 minutes. Like, I don't remember this happening. But I do block out those early Crown Jewel shows. Because, the people over in Saudi Arabia wanted Andre the Giant to wrestle.
You have to dig them up. When you got a backstage interviewer and you don't know who they are. Part of me is like, can I fast forward? I don't really want to watch Ray versus Brock.
So PW Insider is reporting that Alexa Bliss will be expected to return in time for WrestleMania season.
I didn't know if we'd ever see her again, honestly. Like, she's happy with her husband. She's got a baby. Like, why come
Honestly,
back?
I
love her. I love her. I'm sorry, and I have said this forever. Sorry, Rey Mysterio. Other than your world title reign and your stuff you did with Eddie in WWE, you haven't been relevant since WCW.
No offense. Even I don't remember much about that world title, either of his world title reigns.
Brock and Ray were the main event and not the elimination match.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on the elimination match, and I'm like, I thought that was the main event.
No. I remember a lot of people being pissed off about that. They're actually, you're not, the women's, that's not even the main event.
What is it?
It's Shayna versus
That's right.
Becky Bailey.
That's right. All right. So we got Team Raws, Ricochet, Randy, Seth, Drew, and KO. All right. Pretty stacked. Pretty stacked.
Especially if this were to happen nowadays, that would even be better.
Oh, yeah. Especially with the tension between, like,
everyone. That would have been.
All right. I remember that. I get the storyline for SmackDown. Roman's like, I really don't have anybody, but it's King Corbin, Shorty G, Chad Gable, Roman, Mustafa Ali, and Braun Strowman.
Yeah. It's like a weak SmackDown team.
And this is big dog Roman. This ain't Tribal Chief Roman.
Yeah. This is like
he's wearing the symbol on his chest, and
this is like right after or right before the storyline with King Corbin and Dolph and the dog food. Like, he doesn't trust any of his teammates. They're all trying. Yeah.
That stupid vest that's got like the spine up the back, like.
Yeah. This is a weird era for Roman Reigns.
I'm like, who's the NXT men's? We've seen the Undisputed Era. We've seen Pete Dunne. I'm like, I don't remember who's on the NXT team.
It's Tommaso, Damian Priest, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, and Walter.
That's right, because Keith Lee shows out.
Yeah. Yes, because he has that moment with Roman.
Where he power bombs him and think he get a pin, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Walter, Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Riddle.
Because that was
Damian.
That was Walter. Like, NXT UK had just stopped being a thing.
Yeah. And even now, excuse me, looking at him, the amount of weight he's lost since then to now.
Yeah.
And the crowd's just shouting, Walter, Walter. But yeah, he's like the same size as Keith Lee, which is crazy. Like,
Keith Lee is another one that, God, if Vince had not fucked that up. Calling him Big Cat. That was weird.
Oh, Ciampa. The storyline with him, like when he won randomly the NXT title and everything, and no one saw it coming, I was like, that shirt that he had when he was injured, that was like the sugar skull with the beard that said Black Heart. Man, I wanted that shirt.
Beautiful.
Wanted
Yes.
that shirt. Wanted that shirt so bad. Even though I'm like, you're still in Black Heart from Owen, but it's okay.
He's definitely on the Mount Rushmore for NXT, right?
Ciampa?
He's definitely on one.
For me, yes, but I don't think everybody would put him there. I think for most, they're going to say like Finn, Sammy, KO.
He's like
maybe.
the last star of the Black and Gold era.
Oh, yeah.
I would go between him and Gargano. Because that feud, that last Black and Gold era, was phenomenal.
Their feud, to me, their feud ended the Black and Gold era. Like everybody swears by these shoes, but damn, they're expensive. Like I'm looking them up right now. Those Hokas I was talking about, like everybody swears by them, especially like you're on your feet a lot and you're walking. I put miles on my feet walking throughout that store.
Yeah.
So they're like $130, like normally $165. They're on promo right now for $132. Oh, Ricochet, you should have been a bigger deal in WWE. But now you're TK's new favorite little toy for a while, so he gets somebody new.
Have you watched? You watch Undertaker's podcast?
Yeah, I see highlights.
God, he just came out with an episode with Hornswoggle.
Oh, I saw clips from that.
So fucking funny. Dylan is one of the funniest dudes ever.
Even back then, Chad Gable was doing the ankle lock.
Yeah. He was doing it in NXT.
Yeah.
He's always been like a mini Kurt.
Yeah, oh yeah. They should have embraced that. Like,
It definitely should have been him that was Kurt Angle's illegitimate son.
not Vince being like, it would be funny.
I met Taylor Swift many years ago. And ready to watch 4 live NFL games at once, Jay? 4 games? Using NFL Sunday Ticket.
Shorty G's gone.
Quickly.
Yeah.
That you copy me. Like, I go to lengths to try to get things that not everybody has. Well, I can't return.
I was always a fan of Corbin. I wanted them to do something with him.
He should have been a way bigger star.
Like, Lone Wolf character. Lone Wolf music was good. Like,
Yeah, no, the Lone Wolf character should have been way bigger.
by the way, is it weird to you that we're not having a world title match at Survivor Series?
Honestly, I'm getting used to it. Cody don't be defending his title. And who's the other champion?
Walter.
What?
Walter. Gunther.
Gunther. Duh. It's how you said Walker, and I got confused.
No. But I mean, I know they did it in Saudi. But like, it doesn't have to be them against each other again. I mean, it could be, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, no, the fact that neither titles are being defended is kind of weird. Because honestly,
this is a stare down in a match that should have happened already. Like a feud, Ciampa and Randy.
I definitely do think that could be like a passing of the torch situation.
Like, he just got, like, Tommaso just figured it out, like, when he was, like, during that time. And, like, I love the whole, like
yeah.
pat on the back. Like,
His stuff in Ring of Honor was also really good.
mm-hmm. Matt Riddle. I can't with Matt Riddle.
If he would have just got his head out of his ass.
Randy. I just hate that we didn't never get that feud. Like, that should have been a thing. But, like,
He didn't get his head out of his ass.
yeah. Well, then Randy got hurt. And
That too. I definitely do think they could have used like real life situations in that feud too.
oh, yeah.
With like Randy being the fuck up in the 2000s and then Riddle having his issues.
Yeah.
Like
In a
they could have
heartbeat.
used that goddamn all that in the storyline. That would have been phenomenal.
Damian Priest before he got really jacked.
Yeah, and like got shit like
I mean,
figured out.
immediately gets eliminated from the match. Like, I think it's weird that when he actually debuted in NXT, he still was Punishment Martinez.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's funny to know based on like we were just talking about. Riddle comes in, he immediately small packages or does a schoolboy on Randy and eliminates him.
Yes, he does.
And then gets RKO'd for it.
Yeah, irony in the long one is kind of funny on that.
Riddle's out. But yeah, he came out as Punishment Martinez. Like,
yeah, they didn't change his name till like a couple months into his NXT run.
No.
I didn't think about that. That's
Excuse me. I was trying to hit the mute button, couldn't get to it fast enough. Keith Lee and Braun Strowman. I don't know why. Keith just like he's great on the mic. He just didn't ever seem comfortable on the mic in the WWE. I never thought that we would be saying that Braun Strowman was a world champion, but I mean it happened.
oh yeah, it did happen.
Didn't it happen? Right? Didn't he? Isn't that
Yes.
who defeated Goldberg? He defeated Goldberg.
I think so, yeah.
COVID mania.
Yes.
Because Roman couldn't be there.
Yes. Yep. In
Which
Tampa.
I get. Which I mean, I totally get that. But
yeah. Yep. The one in Tampa. The one that had that weird, also Randy Orton Edge match.
oh man, that mania is again. It's like another fever dream. It was like I remember being at home watching it.
Yeah.
And just being like,
I think that's when we all started hanging out.
Like it was just the world was shut down. Like the world just kind of everything had shut down. Like it's hard to believe that was 5 years ago, or going on 5 years ago. I know, going on 5 years ago. All right, Ricochet, you got 2 minutes. Do all the flippy shit you want. End of days. It was a great finisher. And he did so well with the end of days. Like he gave everybody hang time.
End of Days is such a beautiful finisher.
Yeah. It's like the Black Hole Slam too. Like that was a good one. That Abyss
I love
did.
Abyss's Black Hole Slam. It's weird to think that he was in that first pay-per-view, not under. Oh, I told you about that.
Yeah.
Prince Justice, another one that came from NWA Wildside. He was actually the NWA Wildside champion at the time of that first pay-per-view at the Battle Royal.
I don't know. I mean, I know why. It's because, again, Vince McMahon is a racist piece of shit. But Mustafa Ali could have done so much more in WWE. The fans were behind him.
Yes, and he's proving it on the Indies.
There he is.
They a company out here in the Northwest, Prestige, down in
Yeah.
Portland. They actually just posted a match, and it's Mustafa Ali versus Judas Icarus. He's actually the tag team that's with part of the tag team that's with Josh Alexander now in TNA,
Okay.
the Northern Armory.
Hope Roman and Corbin having words outside. One thing about TNA in the early years, there ain't no damn women's division.
No. Yeah. The knockouts didn't become a thing until like late 2000s. Mid 2000s, yeah. Thanks to Gail Kim,
Yeah.
the queen of TNA. And she did it to prove a point that they could book a better women's division than the WWE could.
Yeah. WWE, I mean,
Fucking genius.
even during the women's revolution, they weren't booking a great women's division.
Yeah, the early TNA's knockouts with Gail and Tracy and ODB.
I love ODB.
I forgot her name. Amazing Kong.
Awesome Kong.
Awesome Kong. Even Daphne every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, I know, like, because, like, they'll show the, like, poster for, like, the pay-per-views. So, like, as I'm going to the pay-per-view, TNA's app is not the best to navigate through. I mean, it's all right, but
wonky.
But like you see the pay-per-view poster for it. So I know at least the Dudleys show up within the next year.
Yes. So they show up right after One Night Stand. Like not that long after One Night Stand.
Okay.
Because One Night Stand is their... I've said this before on pay-per-views or on podcasts. Yeah. ECW's first One Night Stand is the craziest pay-per-view when it comes to last pay-per-views. Because that is the Dudleys' last pay-per-view before they come back after their long hiatus. That is Rhino's last WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It is the Basham's last pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
It is Maven's last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It is Luther Reigns' last pay-per-view. It is Mark Jindrak's last pay-per-view. It is Rob Conway's last pay-per-view.
Oh, damn.
A bunch of those guys were literally released or walked away from their contracts right after ECW's One Night Stand.
All right, so the Dudleys, they don't debut till towards the end of 2005, so I've got a while.
Yeah.
When does Sting start being actually like on there all the time?
He has a short stint during the Asylum years.
He hasn't been on there in a while now.
Yeah. Then he comes back in, I want to say, 07?
What about Angle? I know he's soon.
So he has a feud in 05-06 with Jarrett.
So that's
then-
coming up.
Yeah, so like 05 when he becomes like a mainstay.
Okay.
Angle is early 2006
Okay.
because you get the Dudleys or you get Christian and then you get the Dudleys.
I knew Christian showed up at some point.
Yeah, because Christian's the first big star.
And I know when they do the main event Mafia, Booker T's there too, like
Yeah.
doing
So,
that
like-
weird accent again.
Yeah. So yeah, so like 05, early 06 is where you get a lot of guys jumping, like big jumps. Because Christian, the Dudleys, Rhino, you'll get Tomko. Which isn't like a huge jump. Like nobody really cares about Tomko, but I mean he was like a deal at that time. Jumping with Christian. Christian's debut is amazing.
I don't know if I know how he debuts.
So
I know
he
he did.
debuts at a pay-per-view, and it's the beginning of the show. Scott D'Amore is trying to get him to join Team Canada.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And then at the end of the pay-per-view, Jarrett, because Team Canada is part of Jarrett's army.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's getting in there. I mean, I knew that eventually happened.
And then their team, Jarrett's army is attacking a bunch of baby faces. Christian comes out. He takes off his shirt, and it reveals a Team Canada shirt.
Yeah. I've seen
So
this.
he-
I've seen a clip of this then.
Yeah, he embraces Scotty D'Amore and Petey Williams, and then he unprettiers Petey Williams and Bobby Roode. And he becomes like the big baby face.
I mean, it proved that he could carry a company as a
Yeah.
babyface.
I mean, he was
But he's-
NWA champion within his first year.
Yeah. But I mean, what he's doing right now in AEW is the best work he's done. Like this patriarchy thing is.
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm fast forwarding through Brock and Ray. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that at
I'll
all.
watch the main event, and after that, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
But I gotta finish the elimination match first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much already at. I've already pretty much worked my 40 hours this week, and I've still got 3 shifts left.
That overtime pay is gonna be nice.
Yeah. Like I said, my wife is just like, get it while you can, because come January it won't be that way. And I'm like, I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, it might. We just lost somebody, so. How they let Keith Lee go, I'll never know.
Vince is an ass.
Yeah, he is.
That's all I got to say about that. Because, yeah, especially a fan of his on the independents, yeah, Keith Lee should have been.
I mean, shout out to friend of the channel, the kingpin of big men, Brian Malonis. But look up him and Keith Lee at
In Ring of Honor.
I don't know if it was a Ring of Honor match or not, or if it was just an indie. Like, at least the match that I watched.
Oh, it might have been just an indie. Oh, they wrestled for Beyond. At Beyond? Yeah.
Man, that should have been his finish right there, and he just used it on Seth and pinned him. It was like a jackhammer kind of, but it was a fireman's carry. So he,
Yes, beautiful.
like an AA, but while he was doing, he shifted his weight and slammed on top of him like a jackhammer.
Yeah, beautiful. Ooh, my dad's making homemade biscuits, I just heard.
Yeah, come to the South. I'll teach you about biscuits.
That's why I love having a dad from New Orleans.
Well, that's true. Yeah. He knows then. He's doing it right then. I always forget you have ties to New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, look at that flag. That flag is beautiful.
I mean, it's all right. It's no Carolina Panther.
You mean the team of irrelevancy?
Well, I mean, hey, that just shows I'm a true fan.
It's true. And as somebody who watched the Saints suck for a very long time during my childhood, I understand.
I've seen the Panthers be great. I've seen the Panthers be horrible. So
Sure. And the Carolina Panthers was the last team for one of my favorite NFL players. So
who?
Reggie White.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
So my grandpa, he was a military kid, and he like traveled all over the country. But like most of his childhood, a lot of his childhood was in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Like during the heyday of like the Packers in the 60s.
Oh yeah, that's where Reggie
So,
White was king.
Yeah, so like he even after that he was always a Packers fan. So like, yeah, our household was weird because like
I don't remember why we were Reggie White fans, like my family, but we were. And I'm like, did he go
he's
to
a
App?
good Christian because he's a good Christian man that played for the Panthers.
Well, no, it was before
When he was playing for Green Bay and
yeah, but like even up there, like we were fans of him. Like, did he go to App? Like, no. Like,
No.
Was he on the Cowboys?
No. He played for 3 teams. Philadelphia, Green Bay, Carolina.
I don't know why. We were.
Yeah. Probably a good Christian man thing.
All right, Roman wins, and now I fast forward through Brock and Ray because I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Gonna watch the women's match.
That triple threat match is great.
Yeah. But they gave him no time. They gave him like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
They gave him like
Nothing.
Like 18, 19 minutes.
Yeah.
But they do work in that 19 minutes, and I just dropped my phone. Waiting to eat until Thanksgiving is always the worst. I'm a fat kid.
So this is my thing. I'm gonna get on my soapbox here for a second about Thanksgiving. I said it when I first got on live. That's why I don't care about Thanksgiving. I don't, because I live in the South. I get
Sure.
Thanksgiving food every day from every other restaurant I see if I want it.
It's true.
Like Thanksgiving is just the country's way of celebrating, being like, you know what, we want to be from the South. And that's coming from someone who hates living in the South. Becky, Bailey, and Shayna. Back when Shayna was actually a badass.
Facts.
Although I was never a big fan of her. Like, I get she's a badass. Like, she legitimately could, like, probably, like, end me with, like, her pinky. But, like, there's just never a fan. And I wasn't a fan of her dominance in NXT.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I'm just saying, at the city, going like, what the hell is this? Why did I say that? You know who?
But yeah, so Shayna and Bailey and Rebecca Quinn. I bought Becky Lynch's book not too long ago, and like audio book, and I still need to listen to it. Well, I appreciate anybody dropping in who watched Survivor Series with us, like, or at least watched us talk and chit chat about everything under the sun. So, I know we were kind of all over the place, but that's what happens when we're just, hanging out. It's kind of what we do. I mean, Shayna is impressive. I mean, she learned how to wrestle. But yeah, just never was a big fan of Shayna Baszler. I mean, they definitely showed her dominance. But it's always weird. It's like, all right, welcome back.
You could have kept me on there.
I know, but like your TV was on, so I didn't want.
Oh no, I had muted my TV. I had just wanted to go talk to my parents real quick.
Okay.
Because you know who the country singer Shabuzi is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's playing the halftime show for the Detroit Lions football game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I just had a fun fact about him that I was telling my parents that his godmom
Shabuzi.
is Dolly Parton.
Wait, what about Dolly Parton?
Shabuzi's godmother is Dolly Parton.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's how he got into country music.
Interesting. Because I know he's Miley Cyrus's
God sister. Because
godmother. No.
God sister, because Dolly Parton is literally godparent, a godmom to so many younger Christian country artists. Ooh. Buddy Murphy is so jacked.
Oh God. Sorry. They continue to announce things for the wrestling convention we have here. Not the Gathering of the Juggalos, just the Gathering.
Yeah.
So next year they just announced Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
You know what? He's become my favorite person because he's out there now talking shit about Hogan.
I'll tell you who they've announced so far: JBL, Barry Windham. Let's see, Manny Fernandez, Ken Patera.
Ooh, Manny Fernandez and Kent Patera. I'm trying so hard not to go to Carolina.
Crusher Khrushchev.
Ooh. You're going to go, right?
Try to.
Because that already seems stacked.
Shout out to I saw her last year and I sent her a picture. Dawn Murray. I sent you a picture of her.
Yeah, you sent me a video and a picture, and I felt like a creep watching that video because it was from afar.
It was. I wasn't trying to be like too creepy.
I was I watched a video of Dawn Murray walking by for like 30 feet.
Lars Anderson.
All right.
Tatsumi Fujinami.
Ooh.
Yeah. I sent it to XLJ and he's like, crap, I guess I'm coming.
That's odd.
Scott McGee.
Oh. Territory legend. Okay.
Mr. Olympia Jerry Stubbs.
All right, you're making this really hard not to.
What I'm really excited about. PN News.
Oh, Avalanche.
Yeah.
So he started his career up here in the Northwest as under the name Avalanche.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nikita Koloff, but I mean he lives in the Carolinas.
I was gonna say you probably see him on a regular basis.
He was a guest speaker in my middle school. Nikita
Koloff is like,
yeah.
You probably see him at the grocery store.
Magnum TA.
Oh,
Tully Blanchard.
A lot of the guys you're saying now stay in Carolina, and you probably could see him at the grocery store.
I think that's it so far.
Yeah, but like I was saying, look at Buddy Matthews, and then look at Mustafa Ali.
Oh, Bill Apter.
Always.
Yeah.
But look at the body comparison.
Yeah.
Like,
that's probably not to be too graphic here, but I'm pretty sure when they're home, the only thing that Rhea and Buddy do are work out and have sex.
Facts. No, that's all. And drink protein shakes.
I'm pretty sure that's all they do.
And not to be even more graphic, that they're probably into some wild shit. They're probably into some very freaky shit.
Yeah, not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I ain't opening that door. Oh my gosh, WWE Shop has an ugly Christmas sweater for Tiffany Stratton, and it says it's Tiffy time, and it's got like a hand doing like that. That's awesome.
I want to buy an ugly Christmas sweater from the WWE Christmas shop so bad.
I want the one that's got the big gold on it. Like, yeah. Although I'll show you this. I want this, even though it's inverted. Look at this hoodie. Tell me if this is not beautiful. It's red.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Like bright red.
So now I just need to tell my parents all I want for Christmas is WWE shop stuff.
They're so fucking expensive, and they never do any free. I mean, it's very rare. They never run like a promo. Like most places run a thing like, okay, if you spend $45, you get free shipping, or like they will do that, but it's not like a continuous thing. Like unless they're running it, they don't do free shipping. So you got to pay free shipping, or you got to pay shipping most of the time.
Yeah,
that's why I'm just like,
just gotta stare at the stuff.
I still want that. They have like NDO, it's new dad order. I'm like, I want that shirt.
Yeah.
My youngest one is really getting into watching wrestling, but I might have to stop letting him watch it because he's trying to jump off things and he's hitting his brother a little too much.
The oldest one is?
No, the little one.
Oh, the baby's out here trying to kick ass?
The baby, I need to send you a video. I don't know if I sent you this video or I put it in the group chat. He's little Jeff Hardy. He climbs up on the ottoman and jumps from the ottoman to the couch.
How old is he now?
22 months.
He's doing this at 22 months?
Yeah.
My God.
Heading towards 2. So, I mean, yeah, like hold on.
Yeah, you might need to,
I don't know if
just for a little bit, might need to put a kibosh on the wrestling thing.
Yeah, like he is, like, he's hitting me. Like,
oh, God, my nephews are awesome. It's hilarious.
do I still have that video?
So you're lucky that you don't have me around, because I would be a horrible influence.
Dude,
trying to get him to do all the stupid stuff.
My youngest one, he's gonna be that one.
The second child is usually always the problem child.
Did I send you this? Hold on. This was apparently Brendan Urie, the lead singer from Panic at the Disco. Like, somebody saw him out in person. They took a picture, and he's grown a mustache. And I saw it, and I was like, why is Brendan Urie transformed into Jay Knows Wrestling? Hold on.
That is
what?
Oh, you did. You put this in the group chat. Yeah. No, you put that in the group chat.
What up, Jay Knows Wrestling?
That is weird.
Shout out to Jay.
Yes, shout out to Jay, the most interesting man in our crew.
I miss that. I miss him. I haven't got to talk to him a lot.
He is the soundboard stuff he puts on for Wreckage is yeah, when we filmed the conspiracy theory video,
I can show you. I mean, we've also got this.
That's a great video, though. That's just.
We also have this.
I love that you shoot. That is a great you shoot.
We have.
I'm sorry, Bree, but that's one of the best moments of that pay-per-view. Austin Theory getting his cheeks punched. His chest.
This is dumber than you can't see me.
Yeah. Do you still feel the same way?
Yeah. Yeah. I still don't like Roman. To me, it's still what has built that storyline and what has made him a better character is everyone around him.
That you're not wrong there, actually.
Everyone around. I don't know what this video clip is, so I'm scared. Hold on.
No doubt about it. Ugh.
It's very much the Hulk Hogan effect.
Hold on. I don't know what this one is either.
I'm a doctor.
Don't ask me.
The best part of that is the logo on the laptop.
Oh, no, I didn't read it.
I'm a doctor.
We don't
I'm
support
not going to say anything.
anything from a previous channel we were a part of.
Yeah, that was awkward to read.
And then, hold on.
Just the best video in the world. Best video on the internet.
John getting hit by a kendo stick. I will say, I love you, Nate Slater. Y'all did him dirty. Like, not even
Very
warning
much
him.
so. I would never let Nate touch me with a kendo stick.
He would pick you up in your wheelchair and throw you halfway down the street.
He's threatened it multiple times, okay?
You will be his Darby Allin to his Brody King.
Yeah, there's a reason I have not gone down to Texas and visited him. He is threatened it multiple times.
Well, the funny thing is, I am in debt to him. Like, I have to let him chop me next time. Yeah, so I don't like. Whenever that happens, I will be getting chops.
I forgot that.
Yeah. Whenever that happens.
Wait, if you see this, you got to make it to the Carolinas.
I was gonna try. I said like over the summer, within the next year, I want to try to get down to Texas. But now, John's not down in Texas.
Oh yeah, you have to go up to Chicago to see him.
I mean,
I don't know if you would do well in Chicago.
I love the cold.
Oh yeah.
What phrase? I like snow.
I don't know, culture wise, you would be. You in certain parts of Chicago would be kind of funny. Not gonna lie.
I almost moved there. I mean, to me, they have better theater than New York City.
Oh yeah, because you got what is that building called?
I mean, you get Second City with all the improv.
That's what I'm
stuff.
thinking about.
Second City, all the improv.
Yes, because I'm a Chris Farley fan.
Oh yeah.
Like favorite
Shayna
comedian of
Baszler.
all time.
Shayna Baszler wins.
Chris Farley is my favorite comedic actor of all time.
I thought it was Will Ferrell.
I fucking hate that.
I know you do.
I can't.
I know you do.
They have the brackets for Christmas movies on TikTok, the filter, and I just want to do it so I could like kick out Elf in the first round and then go on a rant about Will Ferrell,
like we did last year on the thing.
Yeah, and just like have everyone on TikTok like be pissed off.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, other than us fast forwarding through Brock and Rey Mysterio, I'm sure we didn't miss much. That was Survivor Series 2019. Even though we talked about everything else under the sun. Welcome to hanging out. Yeah. So I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Mike, shout out anything you want, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Again, MJ Duplessis 1992 on all my social medias, and you could catch me here on this channel and on Cole TV. Shout to XOJ and B-Roll and Rivet City Radio. I did a show for them this morning for the football games today. Shout to Rivet City Radio and Will Gray and everything over there.
Absolutely. Will Gray with Rivet City Radio. My brother that lives in another state. I got XLJ and Cole TV. Everybody's just so busy. Shout out to Carly. She's been busy with her new job. You can find me, Dad Hat Wrestling, everywhere. World Championship Wreckage, everywhere. So, anyway, love you guys. Have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining us. Eat a lot of food. Try not to get in fights with your family. And enjoy all the Southern food you get for one day.
Well,
Oh, wait. Before I go, I have to get on my soapbox one more time. I put this on social media every year, so I'm gonna say it here too. If you are someone that is going shopping tomorrow,
don't be a dick.
be kind to those that are working. For many reasons. One, the amount of time and prep work that has been put into getting it ready for you to be able to shop. Two, the time away from their families, and don't give me this, it's their job. It's a lot of extra time away from their family and working. And as my phone is going off, my ringtone is the NWO thing.
I was wondering what I was like. Oh, is that the Hulk?
That's my text theme. But be kind to those. Don't be in a rush. If you get pissed off because you're in a line, you have to wait. What did you expect? It's Black Friday. So be kind or don't go out. It's one of those options.
Yeah.
Choose kindness.
Just online shop, you jackasses.
Yeah. So no, don't do that because I work in a brick and mortar store. Come to my store.
Appreciate it.
But anyway, love y'all. That was my soapbox moment. Have a great Thanksgiving. We'll catch you later.